Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there lived a beautiful princess named Snow White. She possessed skin as fair as snow, lips as red as rose, and hair as black as ebony. Snow White's beauty was matched only by her gentle heart and kind spirit. However, her wicked stepmother, the queen, was consumed by jealousy, for she desired to be the fairest in the land. The queen, a master of dark magic, would consult her enchanted mirror each day, asking who was the fairest of them all. For years, the mirror would reply that the queen held the title. But one day, to her horror, the mirror proclaimed that Snow White had surpassed her in beauty. Enraged by this revelation, the queen devised a wicked plan to rid herself of Snow White. She ordered a huntsman to take the princess deep into the forest and kill her. The huntsman, unable to carry out such a cruel deed, instead spared Snow White's life, urging her to flee and never return. Lost and alone in the dense forest, Snow White stumbled upon a small cottage. She entered cautiously and discovered it belonged to 7 dwarfs who worked in the nearby mines. The dwarfs, named Doc, Grumpy, Happy, Sleepy, Bashful, Sneezy, and Dopey, were surprised to find Snow White in their humble abode. But upon hearing her story, they welcomed her with open arms and offered her shelter. Snow White soon became the heart of the cottage, tending to the household chores and bringing warmth and laughter to the dwarfs' lives. Meanwhile, the queen, disguised as an old hag, discovered that Snow White was still alive. Determined to ensure her demise, she brewed a poison apple that would put Snow White into an eternal slumber, only to be awakened by true love's kiss. One fateful day, as the dwarfs went off to work, the disguised queen arrived at the cottage, offering Snow White the poison apple. Unaware of the danger, Snow White took a bite and fell into a deep sleep. The dwarfs, upon returning home and discovering the lifeless princess, were devastated. Heartbroken and determined to save Snow White, the dwarfs fashioned a glass coffin for her and placed it on a hilltop, where they could visit her every day. Time passed, and news of the sleeping beauty spread throughout the land. One day, a prince heard the tale of Snow White and her tragic fate. Intrigued by the story, he journeyed to the dwarf's cottage and beheld the sleeping princess. Instantly captivated by her beauty, the prince leaned in and gently kissed Snow White, breaking the curse of the poison apple. As the prince's lips touched hers, Snow White awoke from her slumber, her enchanting smile gracing her face once again. Overwhelmed with joy, she thanked the prince and bid farewell to the 7 dwarfs, for she was to return to her rightful place as princess in the kingdom. Snow White and the prince returned to the castle, where they were wed in a grand ceremony, uniting their kingdoms in love and harmony. The dwarfs, though saddened by her departure, rejoiced in knowing that Snow White had found her happily ever after. The tale of Snow White and the 7 dwarfs spread throughout the land, captivating hearts with its themes of beauty, friendship, and the triumph of true love. It served as a reminder that goodness and kindness can conquer even the darkest of spells, and that true beauty lies not in one's appearance but in their heart. And so, the story of Snow White and her courageous journey continues to enchant and inspire, reminding us of the power of love, friendship, and perseverance. Snow White's tale teaches us the importance of staying true to ourselves, even in the face of adversity. In the kingdom, Snow White's presence brought about a newfound era of joy and prosperity. Her compassionate nature and wise leadership won the hearts of the people, and her reign was marked by fairness and benevolence. The dwarfs, though separated from Snow White, cherished the memories they shared with her. They returned to their mining work, finding solace in the knowledge that they had played a crucial role in Snow White's journey to happiness. As the years passed, Snow White and the prince were blessed with children, and their love for each other only grew stronger. The dwarfs remain loyal friends, visiting the royal family from time to time, bringing gifts and merriment. The bond forged between Snow White and the dwarfs was unbreakable, a testament to the power of friendship and the enduring impact of their time together. In honor of Snow White's remarkable story, the kingdom established an annual celebration, known as the Snow White Festival, where people from far and wide would gather to commemorate the princess's resilience and the triumph of good over evil. The festival became a joyous occasion filled with music, dance, and storytelling, ensuring that the tale of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs would be passed down through generations. And so, the legend of Snow White and her beloved dwarfs lives on, inspiring children and adults alike with its message of hope, courage, and the transformative power of love. It teaches us to embrace kindness, to see the beauty within ourselves and others, and to believe in the possibility of a happily ever after. As the years go by, the story of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs remains a beloved classic, continuing to captivate hearts through books, films, and various adaptations. It serves as a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always light to be found and that true love and friendship have the power to conquer any obstacle. So, whenever we hear the name Snow White, we are transported to a world of enchantment, where courage and kindness reign supreme, and where the power of love can break any curse. Snow White's tale will forever be etched in our hearts, reminding us that dreams do come true and that with a pure heart and unwavering spirit, we can overcome any challenge that comes our way.